Hello there, it's Darren from Ilkeston Web Design, and in this video I'm talking specifically to Derby, Ilkeston and Nottingham clients for whom I've built websites or provided internet marketing services. But if you're not a client, do feel free to watch this video because some of what I talk about might be of interest to you. Now what I've done is I've compiled a detailed report called Free Online Listings, and it's a downloadable PDF, and in this report I'm helping you to identify the best online directories which you can submit your business information to free of charge. Now this information that I'm providing to you, it is for clients. It's actually bonus material for their website. If you do have a website, you may be listed in Google, but you might not be showing up on page 1. You might not be on page 2, you might not even be on page 3. It's very rare for a brand new website to suddenly start ranking. You've usually got to do a little bit more than just having a website if you want to rank higher. Now something that I suggest you do is submit your information, your business information, to as many of these free directories as you can. These are just two, Thompson Local and Yale.com. These have got quite a lot of weight in Google, and what you want to do is, say for example you're a kitchen fitter in Nottingham, you Google those keywords and some of the results that are showing up are results like mybuilder.com. This is a directory, and look, there's all these businesses. Now some of these might not even have a website, yet they're ranking fairly highly for the keywords kitchen fitter Nottingham. So if you can do that for your business, you're flooding the internet with your business details. In some cases, these directories will actually outrank your website, and that's not unusual. It's because these websites, these directories, are usually long-term established websites which have a lot of history, a lot of trust, and a lot of weight with Google. So if you've got a website, that's great, but do think about getting your information on these directories. It's for the amount of time it takes, definitely worth doing. So as you're well aware, Google is what most of us use instead of traditional printed business directories. So Nottingham carpet fitter, there's quite a few Yale.com listings. There's a few websites which are ranking. Kitchen fit San Diego. What's this? Nottingham.co.uk. That looks like a directory, and I think this is something, yes, I think I cover this in the PDF free online listing, so look out for that. So there you go. So let's just randomly, let's cupboard love, what's that? Let's have a look at that. They've got a phone number, they've got an address. They haven't got a website link. This might be one of the directories which doesn't let you have a link back to your website. Let's see what else there is in Google. Checkatrade.com. Might have to add that one to the PDF. Nottingham kitchen makeovers. So anyway, here is the PDF that I've written, free online listings. You've got contents, you've got an introduction, you've got a section where I talk about piggybacking on business web directories. I also talk about getting backlinks from web directories. The whole point of doing this is to generate leads. It's to capture leads. See, people that are visiting these directories, Nottingham.co.uk for example, now if I was genuinely interested in getting a kitchen fitted, I would be what you call a qualified lead. And these directories are capturing these leads and hopefully turning them into paying customers. Now there's quite a lot of choice here, so there is, quite a bit of competition, and I suppose it's luck of the draw in some cases, but if you're not even in this particular set of results, then you've got no chance whatsoever. So you need to really get listed. And try and think of these directories as properties. And when I say properties, I'm talking about real estate with a cash value. The value of a property or virtual real estate is determined by how many qualified leads are ending up on these directories and making inquiries or purchases. The highest ranking and most visible directories should be regarded as the most valuable web properties or virtual real estate. And as a business, you can squat on these properties free. So think about it almost as having squatters' rights. Now imagine that this kitchen fitter, Tipson's Limited, imagine he charges on average £5,000 per kitchen, and let's pretend, well, he's got 86% positive feedback, 7 reviews, so he might be doing alright off the back of this directory. Let's imagine that he gets 1 customer per month from this directory. It may be more, it may be less, but for the purposes of this demonstration, let's pretend he gets 1 qualified lead a month. So £5,000 a month. That's potentially worth 60 grand. So Tipson's Limited on mybuilder.com, this website, this property is worth 60 grand a year if, and I stress if, he gets 1 lead per month who purchases a kitchen at £5,000. It may be 10 grand that he charges. I'm trying to err on the side of being conservative here as not to exaggerate. So if he's charging £5,000 a kitchen, he gets 1 customer a month, every month. That's 5 times 12, 60 grand a year. This property, this is a property you're looking at, it's worth 60 grand. It's virtual real estate, okay? There's loads and loads of these directories, loads of them. I've spent a long time analysing the best ones. Google Plus is perhaps the ultimate directory, because when you search for a Google Plus listing, when you search for, let's say, let's go for carpet fitter, Nottingham. Do you know what these are at the top? These are Google Plus listings. Bird JE, never heard of him. He's got his phone number, he's got a few details. He's ranking right at the top of Google. I bet he doesn't even know he's got this listing. This listing has most likely been automatically generated from another listing, because Google scrape the web and they collect information and they just create these automatic listings. I don't think he even knows he's got this. I don't think look, is this your business managed page? I think it's an unclaimed listing. So this guy, assuming his number's correct, and I hope to God it is correct, he could be potentially making a lot of money, because Google Plus listings come right at the top. Again, it's a directory. Now that you've got Yale.com, carpet fitters in Nottingham. I mean, this is the top of Google. It's outranking other people's websites. See, this is a web property. I wonder how much this is worth. How much money is turned over as a result of people getting in touch with these businesses? 200 or 300 grand perhaps. You never know. It's hard to say, but what I can say is that it's worth something, definitely. You've got Carpet Fitting Nottingham, and that's someone's actual business website. But then you've got mybuilder.com, that's appeared again. And this is recommending carpet fitters. What have you got below that? 192, that's another business directory. You've got Gumtree, which is more like a forum. Checker Trade. What else? Well, so approximately half of all those results on page 1 of Google, approximately 50% of those results are directories, not websites. Now that's amazing. Don't you think that is amazing? Now the thing is with properties, web properties, you have to, this is what you need to look at, this diagram here. In the middle is your website. All of these that you see are properties, blog posts, press releases, online articles. They're all web properties. It's somewhere, it's places where you can host your content, usually for free. So a directory is just another web property. Facebook is a web property, Twitter is a web property, Google Plus is a web property, your website is a web property. They're all properties. Think about making the most of properties, and if you can, have them point back to your website, because more often than not you can include a link back to your website. Now, some businesses own their web properties and others rent their web property. Whichever way you look at it, the internet is made up of virtual real estate, and you really should be exercising your squatters' rights, because that's what you've got. You've got squatters' rights to put your information on other people's web properties. So that pretty much concludes what I'm going to talk about today. It really is for clients. I'll give you a quick preview. Here I'll talk about the real estate value of properties. I'll give you a few tips, techniques, tactics, time-saving ideas, etc., etc. Also, to make things a bit more interesting, I've looked at Nottingham and Derby directories. So if you're a Derby or Nottingham business, you might want to look into submitting your business details to these Nottingham directories and the Derby directories as well. So if you are a client, there's a good chance I've actually already emailed this PDF to you, but if you haven't received it, let me know and I'll make sure that you get a copy. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope to speak to you next time. Bye for now. Cheers.